Hi guys, in today's video, we will be discussing which are the top 5 watch brands according to me that are available in India. Now we need to set some ground rules for this video, otherwise this video is going to be crazy and there's never going to be any conclusion. So the first rule is that these watch brands have to be available in India through authorized dealers. So what this essentially does is it eliminates few brands that are not available in India, which are again excellent watch brands. I mean, I'm going to name 5 of those over here, and many of you will say, Jatin, these 5 watch brands are actually the 5 watch brands that we love. I mean, if we get an opportunity to buy watches, I think we will stick to these 5 watch brands, but you're eliminating them. Yes, I need to eliminate those 5 watch brands because they're not widely available or available in India via authorized dealers. So we need to, of course, set some ground rules. Which are those 5 watch brands, first of all, that I'm eliminating over here? Patek Philippe, number 1. Vacheron, AP, Richard Mille, and the German watchmaker Alanga und Zona. Now I know a lot of you are going to turn off the video right now because you just realized that I've eliminated very cool brands from this list, very authentic watchmakers from this list, but I have no other solution for this video, right? Now the second rule is that there are no more rules over here. So no rules around price brackets, no rules around availability, no rules around anything, right? It can range from any price range to any price range now, and we will be looking at the top 5 watch brands according to me. Now the list is of course going to be subjective, but I will give you objective reasoning, and maybe you can tell me in the comment section below whether you like these 5 watch brands or do you have some other preferences over them. Let us start this video. So the first watch brand that I am going to name in this list is of course the Crown. I don't think you can replace Rolex from any list. Rolex is a Rolex. Yes, there are issues around the availability and the waiting list, but those issues are not as bad as they used to be earlier. You are able to get few Rolex models easily. Of course, models like Daytona still remain elusive for most people, but availability is improving, and there are plenty of people who can help you in getting your desired timepiece. The second-hand market for Rolex is very good. Rolex, I always say, is liquid cash. Now, this is a very big thing that watch collectors also always consider. As watch collectors, we buy watches because we love watches, we love the movement, we love the dial. But the thing is, we also like to see our watches grow in value, or at least not depreciate so badly that nothing is left over there. So Rolex remains at the top of my list. Also because it has amazing variety. Whether you look at Submariner, you look at Datejust, you look at Daytona, you look at Day-Date, you look at the new Land Dweller, Sea Dweller, Sky Dweller, Explorer, right? Rolex has a lot of variety across price ranges. In fact, Oyster Perpetual starts at around 6.5 lakhs, which is 650,000 INR. Also keep in mind, Rolex has been at the forefront of a lot of innovative work that has been done. They are vertically integrated. They do everything in-house. That is absolutely amazing. In the case of Rolex, I've never met a Rolex buyer who has told me that, this watch is not doing well. I don't like the watch. The movement feels flimsy. The watch finish isn't that good. Everyone has praised Rolex for their finishing, for their movement, for their durability as well, right? So if you buy a Rolex, it will easily last your lifetime. Moving on to the second brand that I would say is a very close competitor to Rolex in terms of pricing, in terms of the variety that they offer. And of course, they also fought to be the first watch on the moon, and that is Omega. According to me, Omega is one of those watch brands with which you can never go wrong. Omega has a lot of variety. They have milked their moon watch a lot in my opinion, and the whole moon landing thing. But yes, Omega makes brilliant watches. They're very well made. You will never go wrong with an Omega, whether it's the Seamaster collection, whether it's the Speedmaster collection, whether you go into something which is more oriented towards their moon landing missions, whether you buy something that is more oriented towards the dress watch side, you will never go wrong. Watches are very well made, and Omega, according to me, is that watch brand that has to be on that top 5 list. Moving on to number 3 is something that is very close to my heart personally. In fact, it was my first luxury watch brand as well. I'm talking here about Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko has the finest movement in any mechanical watch available. No one can doubt that. The spring drive is the best mechanical movement out there. In fact, they've released a new version of the spring drive, which is the ultra fine accuracy UFA, and that movement is absolutely crazy. You need to really research about that movement. If you want, I'll make a video on that separately as well. Why I like Grand Seiko is not just because of their movement, of course that's a big thing, but also because of their dials. I think Grand Seiko makes the best dials that are there available in the market today, and you can never go wrong with a Grand Seiko. My first luxury watch was a Shunbun, Grand Seiko Shunbun, and absolutely adore that watch. In fact, one reason I really like Grand Seiko is because it flies under the radar. Since many people in India do not know what a Grand Seiko is, I really like that aspect. People think it's a Seiko, but the quality is completely different, the finish is completely different, the polishing is completely different. And I always like to wear watches that, grab eyeballs, but they do not scream luxury, so that, they can just fly under the radar and still make an impression. So Grand Seiko, in terms of dials, absolute 10 on 10. There is only one watch brand that I feel comes a bit close to them, and that is our next watch brand on the list, which is Moser. So Moser is a company that was started in St. Petersburg in Russia, and it is a company that makes beautiful dials as well. If I rate Grand Seiko 10 on 10, I would say Moser is a very close second in my books. In fact, a lot of people may disagree and say Moser has better dials. It is all subjective, guys. It is all subjective. I like Moser because they are serious watchmakers. The company is, of course, now based in Switzerland. It was started way back in St. Petersburg, but now it's in Switzerland. And the best thing about Moser is it makes parts for other watch brands as well. So they are a very serious watchmaker, but they never take themselves very seriously, which is something I really love. That is why when you see those dials, the colors just keep on popping out. I absolutely love the dials that Moser does as well. Plus, a fun fact about Moser. So some time back, when the Swiss watch industry decided to drop their qualification for printing Swiss made on the watches, they got so angry that they removed Swiss made written from all of their watches, and they went ahead and made a watch made out of Swiss cheese to mock the industry. I mean, that is the company that you really have to adore, right? Now, for the fifth watch brand, I wanted to change things around a bit because we have covered 4 luxury watch brands, and I know a lot of you would be like, Jatin, we need something of a beater. We want something that, we can wear anywhere and not worry about it. So the fifth watch brand, according to me, in the top 5 watch brand list is Casio. You cannot go wrong with a Casio G-Shock, in my opinion. Yes, Casio has a brilliant collection of watches, but their G-Shock collection is legendary. I have no doubts in my mind that every watch collector probably owns at least one Casio G-Shock so that they can wear it maybe while playing sports, maybe while, traveling. That G-Shock is a tank. Nothing happens to that watch. In fact, on my YouTube channel, if you'll visit, you'll realize there is an unboxing video of the Casio G-Shock manga in blue, and I absolutely love that watch. I wear that watch all the time when I'm in the gym, when I'm playing squash, when I'm playing badminton. While playing cricket, of course, we can't wear the watch because it will shatter thanks to the leather ball. But otherwise, I think Casio G-Shock is an absolute tank, and the variety, the sheer variety in that collection is something that you have to be impressed by. In India, these watches are extremely affordable. Yes, we have spoken about the luxury watch brands and they function completely differently. They have mechanical movements. They are Swiss made. These watches may be Japanese, may be made in Hong Kong or China, depends, right? You get to see on the box only that, which country has manufactured them. But these watches are absolutely brilliant, and you always need beater watches in your collection. For example, when you're traveling, I sometimes honestly feel Delhi is much safer to wear these watches. Your Rolexes and your Pateks and APs, if you acquire them, your Omegas, because people are not aware about these watch brands and they just do not care. So guys, that is it for this video. I have named top 5 watch brands that are available in India according to me, and of course the list is subjective. I have given you objective reasoning. You may disagree, you may agree. The comment section is there. You can let me know your opinion. I will be covering a lot more content over here. We will be talking about a lot more watch brands as well, and we will be talking everything watches in the coming videos as well. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying connected. I'll be seeing you in the next one. And do not forget to check out candidchrono.com to check our collection of pre-owned watches. Also, I am happy to say that we can now arrange Tudor and Rolex watches for you all. So if you want something new in Tudor and Rolex, we will be happy to assist you. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.